Good morning, guys. We're going to wait for a few people to get on. We are going to be doing our May monthly here. I'm just getting stuff all together here. All right, just waiting for a few people. We are going to get going here shortly. Good morning. We're going to be getting our May monthlies all put together. I've got about an hour that I figure that we can all work together and get our productivity up. Good morning. Good morning. Check in with me. Let me know who you are, where you're coming from. Grab your planners, grab your drink. Let's get some stuff pre-planned. Get our productivity going here. You can see we're doing the May monthly. And I color code everything. So I've grabbed out my color codes already. My pen I usually use, the tweezers, all these things are always linked in my Amazon because I love them. And I have tried so many things and these things are just working. We are going to start. I have 3 different planners. So this one is my business planner. So we're going to start with the business planner and I'm just going to use kit 407. Just one page of it I feel like is sufficient for all of my business plans. And then I also have a fitness planner and a personal planner. So grab your planners out, whether you're doing daily planner, maybe you're just making your menu and your grocery list. Like maybe you're just sitting there and you're chilling with your coffee. That's perfectly fine too. Say hi in the live chat. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and what you're working on. So yeah, kit 407. This is so beautiful. I end up printing May on there for me. And then, like I said, this is the 7x9 dashboard. I do have A5 dashboard kits coming into my shop. The next video after this is me testing out the sticker kits with you for the A5 dashboard size, but this is the 7x9 dashboard size. Works perfectly for me for business stuff. I feel like it's been really, really good. So we're going to go through all the different planners today to lay down. So for May always seems like you don't have much plans. Like a few sports are kind of wrapping up or just getting started, and school's kind of starting to wrap up and stuff. And then lo and behold, you get busy as can be. So, all right, let's start laying these down. For my sticker kits, I always just lay it along the top. Like I do this top corner here and then lay it down. I do provide stickers that if you want to switch this to a Monday start instead of Sunday start, you can, but I really love the Sunday start. So let's flip it over. We're going to get the top here too. My goal is, and I've been trying to do this for a few months and it is helping, it's getting there, is to pre-plan my content. Like, what do I want to release when? But then I have hard times when, like yesterday, I had to go get my kiddo from school because she passed out again at school. We're having a heck of a time this year with a few of these things. And so I had planned on doing this live with you guys yesterday, and obviously family comes first, but she's okay. She's okay. She ended up going back to school halfway through the day. Yeah, it just happens. Her body does it. Okay, these washi strips I like to put at the bottom here. And honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of a few of these different holidays because they just don't pertain to me. And they definitely, for my business stuff like Mother's Day or Cinco de Mayo or Memorial Day, like I might do a sticker kit based on that. But I tried to keep it pretty neutral actually this year for May. And so 407 is one of the monthly kits, and then 406 is the other monthly kit. And I don't know, I did flowers. I thought that was very neutral, whether you wanted it mother theme or not. And then if you do want Mother Day theme ones, there are some in my shop. And so just go to www.planningwithjamie.com here. I'll give that to you. And just go to that website there and type in Mother's Day in the search bar, or even just mothers, and it should pop up for you. All right, let's get this down here. I love this purple. Okay, and then you could see here, I do put the weeks here because when I'm planning for my content, having the weeks are really important to me to know like everything's lining up. All right, the side box. I know I was in between on, I got like new planners with this launch. And so I was really in between on what planner for fitness to go into because they have the May monthly, but they don't have the week pages in there. And so I think I'm deciding to stay in my old one. And I think that'll end up working out really well. Let's go. Should we do this up here? Actually, let's keep that one. Let's go with the pink. I find the monthly sometimes just, it feels monotonous. I don't know why, but it can. And so I kind of push off getting them ready. And then, you know, everything kind of falls apart. So, hey guys, welcome. Let me know in the chat who you are, where you're checking in from. So we're just getting our monthlies all planned out. If you guys have other stuff to work on, by all means, yes, get those out. And let's just get some productivity stuff going here. We have had a very, very busy couple of weeks. Like I haven't had a second to slow down. And like I said, I was going to go live yesterday. And then just more life happened today. I don't work my professional job, so I'm a nurse also. I don't work my professional job, but we have like some classroom time stuff that we need to go to. So I still have to go into work for a couple of hours, and it's right in the middle of the day every time. It's so funny because I even told him, I'm like, I wish this would be like first thing in the morning, or you know, like just give a few options instead of middle of the day, because then it really breaks up my productivity. Granted, this morning, ladies, I have gotten so much done already. I wanted to sit and just sip my coffee this morning is what I wanted to do. And instead, we had a dance competition this weekend. And so if any of you guys are in sports, you know, those bags get a lot of extra snacks and trash and very disorganized and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay, we're just jumping straight into this. We're gonna reorganize and get everything like tip-top shape in those. And then our house was just a mess also because run. And so I got all those done, unloaded the dishwasher. And so that's all ready for getting packed up later on. I don't know. I just like put my head down and I got stuff done. And that felt really, really great to do. So sometimes like motivation isn't going to get you going. Like you just starting builds the motivation. And so like the dedication to the routine is what gets you going. And so once you start working, sometimes it's really, really easy to just keep going. So I wanted to keep cleaning, but I've really been wanting to come live with y'all recently. And so I decided to kind of share it halfway. Like I did a lot of cleaning. I even like removed the couch cushions and vacuumed under it and vacuumed underneath the couch. And yeah, so many things. Stripped some bedding. That's all in the washer and dryer. And it's early. So there we go. If I didn't have that work thing, man, I just feel like I would slay this day. Yesterday, like I had to bring the child home because she passed out at school. And then I had a chiro appointment. I had a doctor's appointment. I had to pick up some groceries and then all the after school running and all this kind of stuff. Today, though, I did put in a more order for Sam's Club. So I went there twice yesterday, and then I'm going back again today. I bought some shorts. And if you guys want to look them up, they are called women's motion shorts, I believe is what they are called. So comfortable. They're $9.97, like less than $10. So comfortable. And so last night in bed, I decided to order more of those today before they sell out because I feel like they're going to sell out. And then they had all of their flowers, even though we're still getting frost at night, like it's a little early in Iowa. But they had all their flowers, and I decided that I needed to go and purchase my flowers before those sell out, because last year I waited a couple more weeks closer to Mother's Day and they were sold out. So I was really sad. Okay, so for my content planner, I really do like doing this pre-plan, like giving myself a purpose for the week. And I do have to say my June kits are like almost ready to be released. I have to do the thumbnails and the listings. I know 411 is ready to go out, and then I have to do it for the rest of them. And so you could see I'm a little bit behind. I mean, we're down here right now. And so those are releasing this week, and then I'll jump into the July kits. What slowed me down was they were ready to go, and that A5 dashboard came, and I had promised you guys I was going to prioritize that. So I did. And then you can see I like to write in like all the red is what I want my YouTube videos to be, and like when I want to do stuff. So I wanted my release to be here. So update my shop banner. I did update it though. It like lets you guys know the theme for each of the kits. This also helps me. I like to like lay out. Let me see here. I like to lay out when I work or when we have big events so that I can like back plan and be like, okay, on these 3 days, I have to be really, really productive. And that helps a lot. So let's lay out my work schedule here, and we're going to open it up here. There we go. How are you guys today? Like, what are you guys working on? Let me know here. There we go. Alrighty, so I work the 1st, the 6th, and the 7th. Like I said, I put these because that just means that I'm a nurse, so I work 12-hour shifts, and that just means I don't have the day available to work on business stuff. The other thing that I have been doing is right here. The other thing I've been doing is putting everything together in Notion. And then I also have like my messy planner here, but I put everything together because it's like personal life affects business life, work life affects both of those, like they all mesh together. And so I just need to make sure that I have it correct. Oh my gosh. So I was just talking at work the other day that generally I work like every Monday and Friday. It feels like you can see Monday. Here I had a few off, but I requested like at least 2 of those off. But it feels more balanced here in May. So that's really good. I do work every Wednesday, which is kind of hard because that's early out day for my kiddos. But this is going to be nice to have some Mondays off, you guys, because also, I don't know, it feels like a new week on Monday. And so I'm really productive and motivated and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so this day I am lab. And I need to put a second one down. Alrighty, and I'll go back and write that. I just want it to dry a little bit. So I'm putting what my time is and where my location is, because that also affects my plans of the day, because there's just different vibes and different routines at different locations. This one is a classroom day. And then the rest is going to be vacation time. And then there. Here. Also the difference, oh, I didn't write down my location there. And I need to double check. She had the wrong hours here, and it should be a 12-hour shift. And so I need to double check. I have a good balance this time of 9 o'clock shifts and 7 o'clock shifts. So I'm really happy for that too. All right, let's go up here and write that the rest of the time is there. Okay. And I think that feels good. Like I said, this week is going to be June kit releases. June kits 4/11 through 4/15 release week. That is a for sure. And then I'll see, like, I'll come back and I'll write in like design time and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I can't go, I've got a hair on here. Sometimes I can't go directly into design time. And I want to get it so that I just like sit down one week and get it all done because I'm just so busy. We opened up memberships on YouTube too. And so that's something else I want to aliquot in. I really want to do some lives. It seems like a lot of you guys are on like Sunday midday. And so I want to see if I can get that scheduled in to do some lives with the members. So right now this is open to everybody. We're going to get member only lives going. Also, there's 3 different tiers on membership. There's the Planning with Jamie supporters, Planner Pals, and Planner Besties. So just pick what works best for you. But girls, I think we are done with the business planner here. So this is the dashboard. I still have these left. I do want to put in, I always put somewhere on my spread, it's not cut, somewhere on my spread what kit number we are working with. And that way, if I want to refer back to it later, or if you guys want to go and find it on my website, then you can. I must not have, there we go. And I think I'm just going to throw it down here in the corner. And then I don't redate, but I am thinking of keeping these. But for now, what I am going to do is cut that top part off. I've thought about using these on like note pages and stuff because it's the day of the week, you guys. So you can reuse stickers very easily. Okay, so for the business planner, I think we're good to go. The only other thing we generally do too is we have like a monthly to-do that we do. And I feel like, let me see if it lays out right. Yep. I don't use this ton, so I've got to figure out. I'm thinking actually of putting a full page calendar. I should have printed one and had that going. But full page calendar here, and this would be like my members only calendar. And then here, what I end up doing, and you could see, I need to go back and check them off. This works really, really well. So it's like what videos and what part of the process am I in for the videos. I did use this last time. It worked, but I'm in between. I mean, I love it and I also don't love it all at the same time. I'm trying to just get myself going with it. I didn't put stickers in that one, but so you could see this is the idea that I'm thinking, like this one would go over the dashboard and this would be a members only calendar so that I can keep track like what all I'm offering to my members because I want to be true to them because you guys rock. Can I just do a shout out really quick? Elin, Stephanie, Nikki, Rachel, absolutely love you girls. Like, thank you so much for being so supportive. Love you, love you, love you. All right. And then you can see I used my video check off a lot during this. So that is something that I will be doing also. And let's get on to the next monthly. I would do it now, but this isn't a content plan with me. It's a monthly plan with me. So I want to try to stay focused. And then if we feel like going back, it would be a really great idea to go back to. Okay, so this one is our Erin Condren monthly for our fitness planner, and it's a 7x9 vertical. I did get this new one. I will show you guys. I was doing really good. Let's go way back here. I was doing really good, like tracking everything, and I've kind of fallen off. And I'm getting back on it. And you know what it was? I got a new scale and stuff isn't saved in it. And it makes it a little bit weird. And I'm like, why are you so hung up on this, Jamie? And so we are going to switch back to just tracking in MyFitnessPal. And we can weigh it on the scale. The scale I do recommend. I just have to get it all set up. So you scan the barcode and then it's all connected with your phone. And as you weigh something, it automatically just puts all of the information, the macros, the calories, everything into your phone, into the app. I just need the app to learn all my normal stuff like my Fitness Pal has, because that's really, really helpful. So, um, yeah, I'm getting back into it. I've been doing really good with my workouts and activities, so I'm really happy with this. Some of these are pre-planned, so that's why they're not filled in. But we're going to go into our main monthly, and this is kit 406. So kind of the same idea with this one. I didn't feel like I needed extra boxes and stuff, and so I just did the one page. My kits offer 3 pages worth. So you get the main page, and this is like what you just saw in the last one. These are these extra box covers. So like here, how there's all these boxes that are the previous month, you can cover them up with these really cute covers, and they are little squares. So they're individual days. So if you really wanted to too, you could put them on a day and then put some of these boxes on top of that, and that would be really cute. And then the other page is all the boxes and the extra washi strip. And so I give you a lot of options to get your month all planned out. All right, let's keep going. We are in fitness. Okay, so a few years back, I lost 40 pounds, and it was all me. And I calorie counted. I did my Fitness Pal. I weighed my food. I calorie counted. And then probably about a year into it, I started working out and lifting weights and all that kind of stuff. And man, the way my body changed was amazing. I would walk by a mirror and be like, I don't recognize myself. Or my hand would like touch my thigh, and I'm like, oh my God, that feels so small, which sounds really funny, but we're so used to our body composition that when it changes pretty drastically, it's I don't know, pretty eye-opening, I feel like. And so I want to get back to that. It's not going as easy as it did that time. That time felt pretty effortless. And this time, I saw my doctor yesterday. And this time, my doctor reminded me I'm quite a bit older than last time. So hormones aren't helping me. And he said, oh, gee, thank you. I mean, I'm realistic. I'm very realistic and all that. Okay. All right. Are you guys chatting at all? Because I'm not seeing like anything coming through. So I just want to make sure the chat is working. And so, because I love doing lives because I love interacting with you guys, and you guys usually give me so many suggestions. That is so, so great. And so I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So for workouts, what am I doing? Before I did Beachbody, and I love it, but then I wasn't using it consistent enough. And so I let that go. And no hard feelings about them. Do I think they're a little bit costly? Yeah, but I mean, you have so many options. I love the idea. I could just go in there and like lift 4 and lift 4 more. Absolutely loved that. And so I just went in there and I would pick the week I'm on and do the next workout. And it just made it so super simple for me. And so I might go back to that, but I'm not so far. So far, I am doing YouTube workout videos is what I'm doing. And so Grow with Joe, is it called EDK Fit? I would have to look up what that one is again. It's like a newer one to me. But it's like dance videos for working out, and loving that one too. And then the other one is Mad Fit. And then I feel like I just found another one 2 days ago that I'm going to test out also before I recommend for you guys. But what I end up doing is I calculate what I want my daily intake to be, like calorie intake, and I calculate out my macros because macros matter. And if all that overwhelms you, just start with calories, okay? Because that's the most important thing. You don't need to be working out. You need to do your water. You need to do your calories. And hey, if you want to throw a few walks in there, then throw a few walks in there. But I would start with the food portion because you lose weight in the kitchen. And little things like switching out your tortillas that you use for tacos, switching out your sour cream to a light sour cream. Or I have recently found that using cottage cheese for it is really good. Can you guys hear me? I really hope you guys could hear me. I just thought like I did a different setting this time. So I'm gonna keep going though. But uh using cottage cheese in place of sour cream, I did it on a fluke because I was at work and I forgot sour cream for my walking taco, but I had cottage cheese. And I'm like, you know what? I put cottage cheese in eggs all the time. I'm going to try this. It was so good, you guys. You really couldn't tell the difference, and it still gave that creaminess. And then I got a whole bunch of protein too. So, highly recommend that. And then bread, switching that out to more of a whole grain. Whole grain sometimes will be higher calorie than what you can get in some low calorie breads. But sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture too, like that you want the nutrition along with the lower calories. And then I usually do a protein shake a day at least. And what I've recently done to help increase my protein, decrease my calories, is I'm making protein coffee. Like I do mocha every morning. And what I ended up doing was that mocha, I am like the mocha I'm making with the protein shake because it's a chocolate protein shake. And so I end up getting less calories from my mocha, but yet I am getting, because I would drink that 150 calorie protein shake regardless. And so now that 150 calories is my mocha also, at which my mocha I used to top myself out at 200 calories per day. And so my unfortunate part, because I had tried it again, is I can't do zero or diet stuff like the artificial sweeteners. Just do not agree with me. I get migraines and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's keep going. Yeah, gosh, guys, like it's not a very active chat today. Like it does make me worried that you guys can't hear me. Let me see. Can I switch? I don't think I can switch. So hopefully, like, let me know, you guys. I haven't gone live for a while, so the settings, yeah, was a little bit different. I've been wanting to go live. All right, and we're halfway through this already, you guys, because this is the fitness one. And then we just have our personal one to still do together. So, all right. What do we do for planning for fitness? Oops. What I have been doing is chatting with Chat GPT. And I really appreciate chat. Chat is what I call it because there's a lot of education with the conversation. And so I will tell chat, hey, I'm this old and my goals are A, B, and C. This is what I like doing and this is what I don't like doing. And chat will come up with a plan for me. But during that plan, we weigh in on Monday. So we're going to take these boxes and we are going to, let's start down here. We're going to take our boxes and put them on each of the Mondays. So anyways, chat will come up with a plan for me and it is so super nice. But in that plan, it'll also be like, I'm choosing this because, or I recommend this because it is so super helpful. So I highly recommend. First, I felt like I was like cheating and doing it and all this kind of stuff. But no, it's really, really helpful to go over there and do that. Let me get out my reusable sticker book here. I'm going to put little scales on this so that I know that is the reason. And all these are in alphabetical order. And then after that, I made a workout specific area and then an icon area after that. And so what I want is these scales, and I need 4 of them for this particular month. And then what I've been doing for my workouts is at least 2 to 3 times per week, I am trying to do weightlifting. And then 3 to 4 times per week, I am intentionally doing a walk. Most of the time, the weightlifting, though, like with Grow with Joe, you could do full body and you get your cardio, you get your steps, and you're lifting weights. I kind of love it. Like sometimes you could burn a couple hundred calories in just 30 minutes with her. Like, and she has so many options. You could do like really like yoga like ones or really active ones. So I highly recommend that. Okay, we are pretty good. I usually write my goals over here for the month. So, goals for May is going to be to increase my activity level. So, getting nice outside. Let's go outside, get more walks, be more brisk, to challenge myself with weightlifting. One thing that's held me back. Oh, thank you so much, the Finer Planner. I was a little nervous there for a little bit. It seems like you could hear me, but yeah, it's just a very chill day basically. So yeah, increase my activity intentionally. So even at work, I'm really, really good about taking, like, if I get my 15-minute break, going and taking walks and all that kind of stuff. And that way, those little, even if it's a 10-minute walk, that adds up for your steps. Like it really adds up. So the other thing too is increasing my water intake. So I feel like this last month I kind of dropped off again a little bit on that. And so now I'm starting to say water before my mocha. And so I have to drink at least a bottle of water before I'm allowed to make my mocha. And that is like most of us look forward to whatever our morning drink is. And so it's really motivating for me. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then like I'll show you what I mean by I need to fill in the rest of these, but here I put weigh self daily, 60 to 80 ounces of water daily. I'm probably 50-50 on that actually for this month. Track food, I need to get back onto it. Like that's my big downfall right now. Weigh food and then 6,000 steps daily. I'm probably pretty close to that. What's going to kill me is the start of the month. My neck has been locked up for about a month. And I'm going to the chiro every single week, all this kind of stuff. He's trying to help. I'm doing massage, ice, heat, stretches, like so much, but it is literally so painful to work or do stuff. And so, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about where my average is going to stand for that. But I like writing these in and like challenging myself. So, like this one, I put my calories are 1550 to 1650 daily, and that's staying basically about the same. Like, I'm fine with 16 to 1700 even. A lot of it is just making smarter decisions. And then I just found out, and this actually makes a lot of sense. So, like, I'm fatigued, I'm getting headaches, I'm getting dizzy spells that haven't been making sense to me. So, I've been taking allergy meds, just assuming that like my ears are off because of allergies. I'm severely anemic. Like, they drew labs. And in the past, when I've been anemic, it's like I had a medical emergency that caused it, or I was pregnant with twins that caused it. And so this time I was a little surprised. And so I need to start taking iron. But also, I loved that I have been tracking my food since the beginning of the year because she said, how much iron do you get in per day? Like, do you know at all? And I said, let me pull it up for you. And I'm actually getting at least double what they recommend for a female of my age per day. And so she's like, okay, it's not an ingestion type issue then, and we can rule that out. So might be going back for some iron infusions again. We're going to try pills first. They have never worked for me for some reason. My body just doesn't absorb it correctly. And it actually makes a lot of things make sense, like the brain fog. And I just figure I was like overwhelmed and I'm crazy and I'm not sleeping well. So, anyways, hopefully that helps with my health. So this isn't only a weight loss journey, it's health, fitness, feeling better. It's like everything health wise. And I'm finally going to the doctor about some stuff that I've been needing to go to and kind of getting pushed off. And so, yeah, it's just addressing issues, some that I knew I needed to get done. Like I got my varicose veins taken care of last year. You know, if you're a nurse, you have varicose veins. And I'm really happy I did that because I didn't realize how much they truly were affecting me every single day and the amount of pain that I was in every day. And now that they're taken care of, like it's so amazing. Huge, huge difference. Huge difference. So, oh, you have the same issue too with and I feel like it's really, really common to have anemia. I was just surprised by how low the numbers were though, because I mean, I'm a nurse, like I recognize normalcy and I'm just like, oh, where did those come from? So we're trying a few things, but it is kind of funny. I went from taking like one pill for acid reflux at night to all of a sudden I'm on a lot of meds. And then I thought I was going to end up being on blood pressure meds yesterday because for the past few years, my blood pressure has been running higher. And surprisingly, my last 2 visits, it's been good. So whatever I'm doing health-wise is helping. So even if you don't see it on the scale, you know, like I am seeing it on the scale, but if you're not seeing it on the scale, or in the fit of your clothes or whatever, sometimes there's those background changes that are happening that you just don't know, and it's worth it. Okay, and then it was great too. Sorry, I'll get off this rant here in a second. Um, she was looking at my labs that we took in February to try to also address, you know, the anemia and the low iron and all this kind of stuff. And she ended up saying, based on my labs, because we had to look at my liver labs before we start on some meds and all this kind of different stuff. And she's like, based on your labs, like you could tell it is true that you eat pretty well, actually, like pretty healthy, because like where my cholesterol, my liver labs, my lipids, all that kind of stuff is. I mean, you can't lie yourself out of labs. You can't be like, oh, I eat really good and I never eat out. And then your labs show really horrendous lipid panel. And so it was really nice to hear that I'm doing good because self-doubt is a big thing. Okay, back to the goals. This is kind of where May is going to land to. So calories will be about the same. Protein is 130 grams per day. I've been doing good on that. I'm going to continue with that. I don't really feel like I need more than that. Carbs, 178. Sometimes that's really hard to hit. Like I do like my carbs, but I'm trying to choose healthier and smarter carbs. And then fats, 41. I don't know why, but that's really hard for me to hit. um, it is a goal though. I'm working on it. That's definitely I'm working on it. My hard part is I don't eat like salads and veggies, and I know that's a huge downfall, and I have tried so many different ways. I really have, and it's just not working. And then strength training 3 times per week. I'm going to continue with that. Walk 3 to 4 times per week. Continue with that. 1 light recovery day per week. I ended up putting this in new freshly in March because otherwise I feel guilty for not working out every single day. So this is letting me know like it's fine to just go for a simple walk with the kids on that day. So hey, if you guys are just joining us, check in on the chat here. Let me know who you are, where you're checking in, what you're doing while we're doing this. Maybe you're setting up your planner too. Maybe you're just chilling and relaxing while the kids are at school. Then my last goal was walk 8 to 10,000 steps consistently, and that would be like an average daily. This month's diet is next month's body. That is like good sayings. So we will write in stuff like that over here. Let's go ahead and actually do it together. I should have been doing it, I guess, as I went, but I figured I would just be changing some of these, but it feels very appropriate to just pull them forward. This one I am changing. It was 1550 to 1650. I'm doing 1550 to 1700 because I feel like even 1700 is a good deficit. I wish I was further along on this journey than I am, and it's nobody's fault but my own. Just the last I don't know, like 6 weeks. I don't know why I fell off. I just don't even have an excuse. All right, the proteins is 130 plus grams. The carbs, fats are 41, carbs were 178, and those are daily. And then strength 2 to 3 times weekly. And I never knew about myself until I lost weight a few years back. But hey, Jessica from Florida, thank you so much for checking in. You're having way better weather than we are. It's freezing cold outside today. But I never knew that I loved weightlifting. Like it is so therapeutic to me. It is so fun. Okay, and then walk will be 3 to 4 times weekly. And then sometimes that's on my treadmill and sometimes it's outside. But now with the weather getting nicer, I want it to be outside more and more because you just you get the fresh air, the vitamin D, you just get, I don't know, you get energy just naturally from being outside. One light recovery day. I do like the idea of putting that back in. One light recovery day. And I already explained exactly why I like that. So that's per week. And then walk 8 to 10,000 steps consistently. Let's average it. Let's go 7 to 9,000. I feel like with the nicer weather, I should be able to, but I also know how busy May is and that I'm stuck inside with different events a lot. And so I feel like 7 to 9,000 steps daily average. Because there's certain days I go like 12,000 and then other days I do 5,000. And so I really, really like this. So hi, Miss Frugal. Hi. All right. So that is great. And I think that the main thing I need to work on for this month is tracking my food again. And so we are going to write this huge: track food. Because that's the biggest thing. Okay. I could do all the walking I want, but if I am not holding myself accountable in the kitchen, then it really doesn't matter at all. So I really, really like that. And then each week, let me get back to the previous. I write down over here like what my focus for the week is. So, like here, it was track your food and water before mocha. I spoke about those. Move 10 minutes daily, walk 6 to 8,000 steps daily. This is that move 10 minutes daily is so, so helpful because once you start moving, you keep moving, right? Like, I'm not going to set my alarm for 10 minutes and just stop. And then I've done really good at like in the morning, I'm like, oh, I only have 20 minutes. I'm going to sit here and just relax. No, get up and push play on your workout. And guess what? In 20 minutes or 30 minutes, most of mine are at least 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you're done. And then it's done for the day. And so there's certain days I'm like, oh my gosh, I did that workout first thing in the morning. It feels great to be done, but now it's afternoon. I feel like I could do another one. So sometimes I do. And so, yeah, I like, and then here I put lift 3 times, walk 4 times, my steps. All this stuff is tracked in my phone for the most part, as long as I have scanned in my food and stuff. So it is something that I can go back and I can write in all of my stuff. So like this, all my macros will be in there. And then the steps obviously are already in there. So love that. We have our fitness planner done. We have our content planner done. Let's get out our personal planner. So this is so helpful to get done because, oh my gosh, let me look at a time check though. Okay, we are okay for let me see. I have about 10 minutes. So we're probably just going to lay down the outlines and not put in any of the personals because I have my work event that I have to get to at the correct time. Without that, I would stay on with you girls like all day long because I love going live with you guys. And I hope this is helpful. I know I talk a lot, but I also try to explain my whys or hows or all that kind of stuff, because I feel like I have learned a lot from other planners on YouTube. And so I always want to help you guys as much as I can also. And so this is kit 407. I'm using the same kit as we did in the content planner because I don't know, it felt really like Mother's Day and light and pretty. And I was just feeling this purple. And so I ended up going with it in a second planner. I offered 2 monthly kits per per month in my shop. Every now and then I will do a third bonus one. But there's always 2. And if it's a strong holiday, generally one is a holiday theme and one is not, because I do know I have quite a few customers that don't celebrate a lot of the typical holidays. And so I try to give you guys options. So, all right, let's get rid of those again and get our washi strips down. You can see I kind of do the same idea in each spread. I just realized I didn't put the kit number on the last one. So I will go back through and I will do that here probably after my work meeting, just because of pure fact. We're going to use these cover-up strips here. And then I guess otherwise too, I haven't laid down my weekly. Let me see. Sometimes I have them. Nope. Sometimes I have them in the back folder, but I don't this time. I do use it on a personal level too. Like I've just kind of trained my brain that the week. So how it says, like I fully use this planner like crazy, and I go in and cross out stuff that's been canceled and change it and all this kind of stuff. But this holds like everything in it. And so I absolutely love it. And then over here, I put like different stuff that we need to get done for the week. So I know this time has gone by so fast. I can't believe that it's that close to leaving time. So yeah, let me know when's good times to go live. So I could see when you guys like average time that the most of my viewers are online, like watching videos or whatever. And like I said, Sundays seems like a pretty good day for it. But as far as lives, I feel like that's a little bit different because, right, you have to have the availability to sit down for a little bit of time and interact versus a video, you know, I could just listen to whenever I want to. All right, and we need one more of these. It's gonna go on the 30th here. This is just, I love the purple. It's so cute. So before I decorate, I do have like the little Post-it notes from Erin Condren, and I can just like in a sloppy mode, write in stuff that I need to know. So like here was my son's cardiology appointment. And then here is a dance banquet track sign up, which good thing I just looked at that because that's not on my other monthly to-do list. And then I do the same thing. Where are we? Right here. I need the side box. I do the same thing with my, with this. Like basically, I haven't really been using the dashboard tons, but the notebook page that is before this one, I end up writing my monthly to-do list, and that is so helpful. And then at the beginning of the year, I had gone through and said, how often do I need to detail my truck? Which my answer is every single month because it's easier to keep up with it. And then how often do I need to deep clean the dishwasher? And I generally do that every month. I clean the Maid, which is our vacuum robot and mop. I clean that every single month, like a deep clean. And then how often do I want to change the air filter in the furnace or clean the fans? And so then I went through and I assigned it to a month. And so I already have it noted how often and when do I want to do these items. So it's very, very helpful. And then other little things like when do we do the registration for the vehicles? We just bought a new vehicle. So now we have 4 vehicles to keep up with instead of 3. We have 3 drivers. We will be selling off one of the vehicles. We just didn't need to trade it in, so we didn't. And so now I have to keep track of when these registrations are, and most of them are the same month. Maybe all of them. I need to double check actually. All of them might be the same month, which is really expensive. But I don't know. We live in our vehicles, you guys. Like they have to be comfortable. And then we really generally don't trade in our vehicles or buy new vehicles. Like I'll keep the same vehicle for 10 years. I don't really mind it at all. If it's working for us, I will continue with it. And so I feel like the vehicles we have now, we are going to keep for some time, minus selling off a fourth one. So, all right, let's get all these date dots in here. And then, yeah, let me know when you guys think lives are good. And if you're watching this after the live, also comment down in the comments and let me know, because I'm getting that going. I like going live with everybody. And then, like I said, we have a YouTube membership, so you could go check that out. A YouTube membership that we're going to go live with just our members. And some of those will be like class-like. Like I have this new planning idea that I want to do with my members and see what their thought process is. Like I've been using it and it's been working well for me, but it's a good way to plan either weekly or monthly very easily. And I mean, I guess daily too, but it's so that you just don't forget stuff. Like it's a good process or routine to put into place. So that will be coming up for members, and then members get to vote on certain kit themes, or maybe even vote like which one do you want to be a monthly. So they're almost customizing what their monthly is going to look like, because they get to be like, I love the purple one more than like one of my kits that didn't make it into a monthly one. And so then when they go to get all their kits, they know that their kit has, what they wanted and all that kind of stuff. They get shout outs, they get priority comments and replies, and yeah, they get a few little perks. There is stuff that I might add to it over time, but I don't want to overpromise and not deliver. So I think it's better to do it that way than to disappoint people. So, all right, let's keep rolling here. Like I said, I don't have long. I've got to go finish up and get to work. And then I was smart because that Sam's Club order I made when I know I'll be getting done with my work event. So I'll already be out and about, and then I'll swing through. I'll do that pickup order and then come back home and get a few more things done. So that's a big, big tip, is always like either habit stack or schedule stack. Basically try to make it so that, like, if I had to go back out, that would be like probably another 40 minutes out of my day, versus I'm already out. It's a half mile up the road. And so it's only going to add like 10, maybe 15 if they take a little bit of time to bring out my order, but like 15 minutes versus 40 minutes. And so it's little stuff like that that helps out so much. So I was really hoping to get all this done with you guys, but yeah, we really chatted about the fitness one, which, guys, join us for this fitness one. It really motivates me to keep going, the fact that I'm making these videos and I want to show up for you guys. And so that helps me, because those days that I don't want to push play on the workout, I end up doing it because I'm just like, oh, I've got to record this next week, and I don't want to embarrassingly be like, I didn't do it at all. Okay, so what else am I going to do? I am going to make it basically like this. I color code, so I have a purple, yellow, pink. What I end up using to do those is Ahuhu dual tip dot pins. So you can see there what they end up looking like. And I use a dot. So I have high school dance, I have studio dance, I have elementary kids, I have high school kids. And then this is for my son, or here coming up, it's going to be for hockey, which is one daughter and a son also. But I color code items, And that way, and if you guys don't know, I have 3 girls and 1 boy. 3 of them are in elementary. So we have a 3rd grader, 2 5th graders, and then a 10th grader. So we are super, super busy. Everybody's involved in sports all year long. We love it. We love everything about it. But because of that, I need to color code. And then I use the gray dot for just like appointments and such if I need. And this is just so helpful because I can see like how many teal dots are there here or how many yellow dots are there here. And I absolutely love it. So appointment stuff I put into these boxes generally, or big events I put into these. Like Easter was here, company photos, stuff that is going to take up a little bit of time, basically. So I will make that look like this. And then over here in the sidebar, I write little stuff like there was a book fair week. So I needed to make sure that they had money for the book fair. My son needs to get labs. If there's any paperwork, like I knew I needed to pre-print off paperwork to take to a doctor's appointment with us, car registration, talent show sign up, stuff like that goes into the side so that I know at the end of the month I should have a lot of these marked off. And then this is generally how I do that little monthly to-do list. March, I didn't do it. Here we go. February. This is a lot more normal for how I end up doing it. And let me see. In January, I feel like I did. There we go. It was just a different location because start of a new planner. And so most of these I end up getting done, and sometimes I just don't come back through and mark it off. So like how February, look how beautiful that kit is. Oh my gosh, this is kit 394 if you guys like it. I do really good usually coming back through, and I like to highlight stuff off that I have done. So, all right, guys, I hate to cut it short. That's probably as far as we can get for the live today. Like I said, I'm going to finish putting in all of our monthly items and tasks. And then usually these extras, a little tip, because I give too many boxes to need to cover up so that you have plenty. But before you guys go, a really quick tip, what I end up doing is if you flip back here, you can line this up. So I line it up with this top line, and then I cut off this extra, and then I use this part down here. And that's how I end up making like matching washi strips for this page. So I'll also be doing that. And that's the page that has my monthly to do. So, all right, guys, I got to go get ready for work, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Like I said, the next one coming up is the A5 dashboard sticker planning kit, so that I knew if my stickers fit correctly and any changes I wanted to make and all that kind of stuff. So I run through that with you guys. And then all the June kits are coming out this week on www.planningwithjamie.com. And I'll see you guys on the next one.